Hello. Welcome back. It's July 23rd, and here we are with you again.
Halfway through the summer.
Oh my goodness. Today we are going to tackle how you work from home when you have children at home. But first,
We need to do a check-in.
We do, because it's
Where
like...
you at?
Are you the smooth sailing little unicorn, or are you
Everything's
the
going great?
crazy shark that's ready to rip your children's heads off?
Oh
Okay,
my gosh.
hopefully you're
Okay.
somewhere in between.
First of all, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jordan.
And just a reminder, we come live every Tuesday here, even during the summertime,
That's
at
right.
11:30 Mountain Standard Time to talk about all things parents.
That's right.
We are creating a tribe of parents who are like-minded and want the best things for our kids.
Yes.
In terms of kindness, responsibility, generosity, respect. So we always like to just give that little intro to remind you guys why we are here. But with all that said, we know that parenting is not always the easiest gig. So we like to come on here and just create conversation.
Yes. And
Yep.
we're going to say hello to Colleen, who I think is in Israel. That's right. It doesn't
What?
matter where you are. You can tune in live and watch us. So thank you for joining us, Colleen. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my little husband is watching too. Thanks, Josh. Oh my gosh. So last week when we were on here, we were talking about school supply shopping.
Yeah. Who has gotten anywhere with that?
Yes, because
Nope.
guess what? Not us.
Nope. I haven't even printed the list off yet because my printer's been out of ink. But I will say, I did go to the store today to get ink this morning.
So you're set up. Sometimes it takes us 7 days to kind of get to the point where we can decide to do something, especially when it's summertime and we're trying
Yeah.
to think about school. It's not easy,
Nope.
you know? So I'll tell you what I did. I printed the list after our last live video. I highlighted the things that we still need for each classroom, each child. And then I got this overwhelming anxiety, and I went, okay, just put the list aside with the coupons and just tackle that another day, girl. Just give yourself a break.
You know, it's still summer, so you got somewhere.
That's right.
You're one step closer than I am.
Hey,
I just have the ink.
it all
print it.
starts with the ink. You got to be able to print, okay, people?
Anyway, so this week we're going to talk about if you are an intentional parent that also has like a side hustle or a job where you work from home in the summertime, are you at your breaking point yet? Because I don't even know how many weeks we've been out of school and how many weeks it's been summer. And don't get me wrong, I'm loving summer.
it's fun.
As you can tell, tan and in a hat, not showered yet today. Definitely loving summer, but my job responsibilities and my kids are they're not meshing. They're clashing.
It's so hard.
It is hard. So Jordan and I were talking, we thought if we are both having and experiencing this little, then maybe some of you guys are too.
Yes.
So we wanted to kind of talk about some tips and tricks that you guys use during the summertime to help alleviate some of that work stress versus, enjoying the summer with your kids.
Yes. And we both have 2 part-time jobs, right? And there's been times when I've had 3 or 4 little side hustles, right? You're selling a little of this on the side, doing home parties in the evening, or doing something we recognize that most couples are, dual income households, right? So both parents are working, whether they're both, working outside the home, or one of them is like Sarah and I, where we are patching together a couple things, evenings, weekends, or a little bit during the day, and the other one's working away from the home. It's a lot to manage, and to also be intentional and to be cued into your kids at the same time. Now, when they go back to school,
So much easier.
it's a little bit easier, right? Without a shadow of a doubt,
Yep.
between 8:30 and 2:30,
You've got time to get stuff done.
that's right.
You've got uninterrupted time to knock things off your to-do list. And it's a little bit more structured. I find it's a little bit more structured when my 3 older kids are at school and I just have my toddler at home because I can structure his morning and, get to the gym, let him have some playtime, do intentional things with him, like take him to the library or whatever, run some errands, come home, he goes down for a nap, and I get intentional. Like, it's just a given every day.
Yes.
And it's easier to say no to things because that is my focus.
Yes.
In the summertime, it's a little bit different because my older kids, it's not that they need to be entertained, it's just I want to hang out with them as well. It's just a matter of teaching them, what does this look like and how do we navigate this and how do we help each other through this?
Yes.
For the 8 weeks that we're home for summer, or however long. I don't even know. I've never looked at the calendar and counted.
It's kind of 8 to 10 weeks, but don't you feel like the novelty of summer has worn off by like mid-July? Now. Where it's like we've been to the pool 14 times. Mm-hmm. We've already had play dates with our friends. Mm-hmm. We've done the sidewalk chalk and the sprinkler run-throughs and all this. And
someone at my door.
Guess what? They're bored.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And they're fighting.
I know.
Like, there's lots of fighting going on. So
like
yeah.
So really, we want to find out what you guys do. How do you manage work from home with kids? Okay, so while we're waiting for a little engagement from y'all, just jump on here and tell us some of your ideas. We're going to give you some of the ways that we've come managed. Up, right? Okay, so I'm going to say taking breaks every hour. Might have to be every 45 minutes. So at the 30-minute point, you might have to just get up. We all have these little smart watches that say get up.
You do. I don't.
Well, I don't. But people do. Where it tells you to get up and move your body, right? It says get up and move. Well, our kids need that too, and we do too. So maybe if we work for 30 minutes in our home office space, we tell our kids hey, in 30 minutes, we're going to, walk around the block or take a quick bike ride down to the mailbox and back, right? Mm-hmm. So that's one way to kind of break it up. So they're not sitting for 3 hours total, but they know they have to occupy themselves and kind of stay out of the workspace for 30 minutes, and then they're going to get a little brain break. It's good for us too. Mm-hmm. So that's one way.
And that's then also if your kids need snacks or lunch, they can anticipate when that's coming.
Totally.
Yeah. So I find that works. My kids, we talk about this all the time. My kids love to eat. They're always thinking about when the next meal is going to come from.
They do. I love it. It's their signature thing. It's a Newman thing. It's
drives
like food.
Me insane. And so, anyway, so I can incentivize them with that. Well, if we can get till 11:45, then we can all make lunch together. So,
yeah.
I love Josh's comment. When I work from home during the summer, I really want to play with the kids. The struggle is real.
The struggle is real, especially if you don't work from home often, like you don't, babe. It's like when you are home, I imagine that pull to want to let's just go on a bike ride or let's just go hang out at the pool.
Yeah, I'll do this later.
It's real.
Then later never comes. Although later can come in your case because we were talking about how Jordan really likes to work at night after the kids are in bed.
That's when I kind of unhook from all of the to-dos with the kids or laundry or whatever's going on, and I know that they're safely in their little beds tucked away, and then the creative juices start flowing, and I can kind of get the second wind and close myself in the office or my room and just start typing away or start editing things. And so it's like working the graveyard shift for the summertime. Graveyards.
I used to be like that when my kids were younger, but I don't know, ever since my fourth child came along, by the time 8 o'clock hits, I am exhausted. If I'm home, because like Jordan said, I do a lot of things at night for my other job. And so if I'm home, I just kind of am like, okay, I want to just go to bed.
Yeah.
I just want to read. I have my own me time. So, but work, I used to do a lot of that. I would just put my kids to bed and then hammer out everything that needed to be done.
Got to do it.
So burning the midnight oil.
That's right.
Is another
That's an option. Mm-hmm. And then one that we use here at Families of Character, because us employees at Families of Character are mamas. So we come to Sarah's house during her kids' nap time and have our team meetings. right? We maximize during nap time.
Yes. So if you have kids that still nap, maximizing during nap time. I don't do dishes during nap time. I don't really do any housework during nap time. I maximize my work time.
Yes.
Because I also think my older kids can definitely help out with all of those other chores. One of the things I was telling Jordan earlier today, one of the things that we're really working on in my house that's been a hard transition for my kids this summer, and they're really pushing back on it, is like we're just trying to instill in them that this is a team. You are old enough to play as a team, and I am not your maid. So just because you didn't make the dish mess doesn't mean that you don't have to clean it up or help clean it up. Because how many years have I cleaned up your dishes? Lots.
There's no resentment there, right?
No, none at all.
No, I think that's a good point that, it takes everyone in the family to make this place run well. And one of the things that you were talking about earlier this week, Sarah, was just the fact that you're going to, you guys are having a fun day out, like at a water park on Thursday, right?
Yeah. So the thing that I was telling Jordan is, one of the things that kind of gets me through the week is instead of looking at the day and breaking up the day, I look at the whole majority of the whole week.
Yes.
And this might be a helpful tip for you parents who work from home during the summer as well, is I look at the whole week and I say, okay, so Monday I have to take care of this. And I communicate this to my kids. Monday I have to take care of this. Tuesday, we always do our Families of Character Live, so my kids just know that. And then on this week, it's Thursday, we're going to the water park. So you guys need to help me get to Thursday.
That's right.
These are all the responsibilities. These are all the things I have to get done for work. But on Thursday, we just keep focusing on that Thursday fun.
Yes.
And so I find that oftentimes in the summer when I work from home with my kids, I kind of structure it like that. And it's not like it's hanging over their head, but it is kind of hanging over their head. And it's an incentive for them. And then it's also a really nice break for me, because on the flip side, for them, it's a nice incentive. But for me, it's also like, okay, I can, do the grit through the grind.
Yes.
And make it to Thursday, and then I get a break as well.
Yes. And it's creating boundaries around your work, too, to say, okay, we're going to put in some really hard work. Work comes before play. We do a good job working as a team Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We shut this work down.
Yeah.
At least for 4 hours while we're at the water park or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it helps instill, too, that, work comes before play for kids, and you're living this. You when you go away to the office for work, your kids don't see how your day goes as a working person.
They just know you're gone. Out of sight, out of mind.
Right. So if you do work from home, it's okay to reinforce those boundaries to your kids, to say, no, mom will take a lunch break too, but for these hours, I'm going to be at the computer. Or, if we do good and everybody is on the same page at, staying in their lane for their 45 minutes and then having a little break for 15 minutes, then come lunchtime, we'll do a fun special activity, or you can have an ice cream bar, or, whatever.
We'll go outside for a little bit. We'll go on the swing or whatever kids love. I was once at this conference when I think I just at the time had one child, and I was at this conference, and the gal who was leading the conference, she used to be a big work from home mom, and she said, get some of those Discovery toys. And I was like, I just got some of those. So I tuned in and I was like, I just got some of those. So what are you going to say about that? And she said, the way I like to structure it is 20 minutes of intentional time with them. This, I think, it goes for both older kids and younger kids, but for little kids, it really does work. And get some of those toys and show them for 20 minutes, this is how you do it, and then slowly back away, and they will entertain themselves with those toys because they're educational. They keep them engaged by themselves for another 20 minutes. So then you can get some work done. So, it's all about going back to just being intentional.
That's right. Saying, hey, we're going to do this for this amount of time, and then we're going to transition. We're going to do this. Explaining to them there's going to be a little transition, and then do what you say you're going to do, right?
Woohoo! There's some discussion points. How to survive the summer
working from
home with your children. So,
sharks and unicorns.
We want to be unicorns.
Yes, Yes, we're going for unicorns, y'all.
We are.
Oh my goodness.
So it's time for lunch. So
speaking of lunch and boundaries and work hours.
And my toddler is napping.
Yes.
And so we're going to take advantage of that time, get some stuff done. And we'll be back here next Tuesday because that's what we do every Tuesday, 11:30 Mountain Standard Time. I don't know why I always throw Central in there.
Well, because you're kind of a Central girl.
I guess so.
Mountain and Central. We like the Central Time folks too.
Please share this video so that we have more engagement and we can grow our following because that's really fun. It's been fun to watch that our engagement grow over the last 6 months. That's been really fun. So thank you guys.
Danny, Christine, Olivia, Josh, Colleen. Hey, we're so glad that you jumped on here. And if you're watching this late at night when you're supposed to be working the graveyard shift, thumbs up, man. You can always watch us live or flip this back on later in the day. That's the cool thing about it. Listen to it in your car when you're doing a workout or whatever. So we're going to continue to be here every week for y'all, building community, having some fun, sharing the truths about parenting and our struggles and your struggles, and just want to connect with you all. So
next week, I think we're going to have a new freebie for y'all.
Ooh, so that's right. We're rolling that out next Tuesday.
We're working on that for you.
You don't want to miss it.
And always, there's new stuff up on the blog.
Yes, check it out. Some fun blogs. Familiesofcharacter.com. Hit the blog. That's right.
We're going to go now.
All right.
Have a great
day.
See ya.
Happy
Thanks,
parenting.
Guys. Bye.